All right, everybody. Decent amount done today. I don't know what's wrong with the chain. It's a fairly new chain. I'll figure it out. I'll let it cool off. Maybe it's too tight, too loose, something like that. Not really sure. A whisk broom? What is that, like a little broom? I got a tractor bucket for all the debris. That's what I scoop up. Put all that stuff over there. Had a helper today. This is what we processed yesterday. Stack some of it up right here. Under here, I don't even know how much we have. One row is one cord. It's 5 feet tall, 20 foot long. So this back row is just about a full cord. And then we got all that. Obviously, it's 6 rows in total. I delivered this chunk today, this morning. That's missing. So that is what this is going to come in and stack up and replace for now. But yeah, it was a pretty decent day. Besides that chain being all weird, you know, it's all right. I don't know. I had some black walnut in there. Thank you, Jim. I appreciate it. I have some black walnut in there that I didn't want to cut. Those 2 pieces that I got rid of were black walnut, was that big one, which I don't know why I have that log. That should have been to a sawmill. And I should have recognized that before I cut it, because I probably could have sold it. What's up, Jeremy? Good to see you again. Thanks for stopping by today. 2 days in a row. But yeah, some of these guys, they don't look that big, but this guy's huge. And those 2 I can't pick up right now by myself. I tractored them over here. They were all over there today. So now I can get more logs. I got the room for it over there. But yeah. Now I gotta go angel tree shopping with my grandma and my sister. That's what we gotta do now. But piles are deceiving. That's a good amount of wood. That's probably 2 face cords easily. So just about the same amount that we had split yesterday. I'll show you guys this black walnut that didn't want to process. And it's turning blue. You guys see it turns blue when you cut it. See that? What's up, James? Good to see you again. See that walnut? That's beautiful black walnut right there. This is probably about 13 inches in diameter, so they definitely could have got some boards out of this. I don't know why they didn't. That's very, very, very sought after wood right there. How's it going, Martin? But given the fact that today I had to tractor over, that's Oregon, what's on there. And they say they're supposed to last 40 hours. So like you can see how good we started out. We started out with good chips here, and then you kind of follow up and they get more and more dusty just a little bit. I mean, it is what it is. 404 pitch chains are really hard to, yeah, it would, Jim. I know, right? It would be really nice. But with these chains on these processors, what am I trying to say? The 404 pitch is really hard to file. You almost can't hand file it, and you need a special machine. So I'm not trying to beat these chains into the ground, but the president of Timberwolf told me that they should last 40 hours per chain before you gotta sharpen them. And I'm finding that it's just not the case, not even close. I get about 2 to 4 hours on a chain, and it doesn't want to cut anymore, so I gotta figure it out. But yeah, we're doing well. Took care of my delivery this morning. That went well. It was probably the tightest driveway right off the road I've ever had to back into with my little trailer. It was crazy where these people wanted this wood. They're going to be repeat customers too, so. Yeah, Jeremy, it is, but I feel like something else is also aiding the non-cuts, because you guys saw, I guess it could just be a dull chain, but probably shouldn't overthink it. But yeah, I got to learn how to sharpen a 404 pitch chainsaw chain. that's on the next how-to. Yeah. Just sharpen it, that'll do, yeah. I really hope so. Do you guys know at all how, like, kind of tips and tricks? Can I use a hand file, not too hard? Okay. Because I don't, you know, I've only ever done 3/8 pitch, you know, for my 500i in my other chainsaws, but, and I've gotten really good at that. I can hand file a chain and file down the rakers in 10, 15 minutes. I can do a whole chain that's messed up and turn it into a good one in 10, 15 minutes, but, yeah. I guess I'll have to watch some YouTube videos, huh? Yeah, and I really try to clean this machine off as best as I can. Just try to wipe all the sawdust away that I can. Might be harder to cut colder wood. I've never heard that's a thing. Huh. It makes sense. It does make sense. All the fibers are tight together. You're just assuming? Okay. Yeah, well now I gotta move. Let's see, I gotta move those little logs there. I need to pull out right with the truck. I'll let you guys stay with me till we back in the, Yeah, Jim, I had a different brand, use steel. I could, maybe I should buy a few. But Timberwolf sent me Oregon for free. They sent me a few of them. And that's just what they recommended. So how cold is it? It's probably 18 degrees Fahrenheit today. It said earlier 14, but I don't know what it is now. It's pretty cold. Yeah. I don't know why I got this black walnut log. Yeah, I should, you know what? I'm gonna put that on my Christmas list. I know 2 hours is nothing. That's 2 cord, you know? It's like electronic grinding. Yeah, I've seen a machine that will literally, all you have to do is just put the chain in the machine and it grinds it for you. Cause yeah, I really do need to figure that out. Because I gotta quit dilly-dallying. 7K watching, yep. We hit 10K yesterday. It's pretty nuts. No, thank you. Yeah, it's cold. It's pretty cold. Yeah, but I really need to, like, I had to take the sprocket apart, fix that, do a whole bunch of stuff to the machine to kind of just break it in and do all that. Oh, what? Yeah, I don't see any, not enough. Well, don't send any more just in case they did go through, you know what I mean? I appreciate it though, I really do. Good to see you here. Missed you yesterday. Had a really good, we had the best stream yesterday, not enough. We had 880,000 views. 10,000 people watching at once, it was pretty crazy. But I don't think you were here, I'm sad. Yeah, the past 3 days in a row I've had a live stream. It's been good. I am straying away from posting a video every day because I don't want my videos to become like something people don't look forward to because they're there every day, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna post a long form video probably every 2 or 3 days from now on. That's why if you're a regular here, you didn't see a video yesterday or today. Because I don't want them to see it's relaxing. Good. Some people say it's like ASMR. But yeah, I want my videos to be like, oh, hey, Tucker posted, I should go watch it. Not like you guys are scrolling on your feeds and, oh, there's Tucker's posts, you know, like every day. So that's what we're gonna try out. Yeah, all right, let's get this truck sorted out here. If you guys don't know what angel tree shopping is, it's where I go and buy presents for kids and stuff like that, and then we donate them to I can't remember where we donate them to, but we donate them and they go to like less fortunate kids. So me, my grandma, and my sister, we do that every year. It's a good little tradition we have. All right, let's see. So we're straight on there. Yeah, we can turn it a little bit for sure. Thank you, Jim. God bless. That's been the most frustrating part about this processor so far is figuring out kind of how to tighten the chains, how to figure out the sprocket, all that kind of intricate stuff. And then on top of all that, the chains apparently don't come sharp, or they don't last as long as they should. I don't know why. So it's pretty frustrating, but I mean, I'm gonna have that with whatever I do. So appreciate it. I try to do as much as I can. You know, I'm only 19 years old, so I don't have that much, you know, cash laying around, but yeah, we do what we can, that's for sure. Try to. Alright. I'm putting the processor on the trailer hitch right now. We got it first try today. Look at that. Yep. What I'm doing right now back here is just stocking up on the hardwoods. That looks pretty good, doesn't it? Stocking up on the hardwoods and selling my oak and cherry up there. So that's what we're doing. And it's been going really well because this time of year, people don't want to buy hardwoods. They want to buy the warmest wood. So I sell, how's it going, David? I sell the oak and the cherry at a higher rate. Of course. Appreciate it. Angel tree's good. Do what we can. Yeah, today was an alright day. Didn't get all the logs I wanted done, but hey, it's okay. There we go. Just missed these guys. Black walnut right here, didn't want to cut. That guy, I gotta trim that limb off right there. And then these three were just too heavy, and I couldn't move them. I got tired, I'm not gonna lie. All right, processor's on hitch. Let's back this puppy up into the container. I do have to make sure that I have pieces of wood to put behind the processor here. How's it going, everybody? If you're new here, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button, alrighty? Help me out. Alright, there we go. Cool. Appreciate you, Jim. Glad you're sticking around for so long. I appreciate you guys that stay here for a while. It's nice to have an actual chat that, you know, not only appreciate you, Woods, that not only like talks to me like genuinely, but is able to kind of help me out with You know, like we were talking about the processor chains and stuff like that. It's pretty cool to me when I can get a live stream that is full of people that like to do the same thing I do. And we're slipping and sliding all over right now. Yeah, I got the truck stuck yesterday. Going to my delivery, I was about 45 minutes late because I got stuck. Because it got just warm enough where all the snow kind of melted a little bit. And it was super packy. So when I drove the truck on that packy snow, it was game over, you know. The oil, yeah, it's working. I know it is. It's working. That thing guzzles oil. I just refilled the bar oil today, actually. That's a good idea. I'll check it though again. But every time that I turn that chain, every time I turn it on, it shoots out bar oil. So it's good. It's nice and full. But I will check it again. That's not a bad idea to always kind of just be on top of that. Didn't get it first try this time. It's unfortunate. What plans for the walnut log? Just make it into firewood. That's what I'm gonna do. Once I slap a new chain on there, or the oiler, is it working? Was that Jim that said that? Yeah. Thank you, Jim. I'll check that. We are in. All right, that's as close as we're gonna risk it today. Second. I can push it in. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. 'Cause I would rather push it in than ding up my truck or the truck that I borrow. It's my grandpa's truck, so. All right. Just make sure the wood's in the right place. Yeah, with this shipping container, I'm going to kind of deck it out here soon. Make it like a little man cave or something. Put signs up and stuff like that. That's the plan. That is the plan. We're off the hitch. Now we just gotta push her back. The man cave shop. Yeah, shit. I'm gonna put all this crap laying here. I'm gonna put a shelf here. Put all that stuff up there and then drill some signs into the wall, stuff like that. That's just about perfect there. Push the processor back. Should be inside now. Let's put this jack down and then we can move the truck. Hello, how are you? Yeah, today I had a helper today. Dylan came over and helped me stack for a while while I processed and moved logs. So it's pretty nice. It's always nice to have help. I'm doing good. It was a pretty good day. Can't really complain too much. The old chains happen. And that's all right. That's all right. If you guys are new here, hit that subscribe button, would you? Help me out. We hit 6K yesterday. It's pretty cool. I'm chasing 10K now. That's a number I want to see. I think that would be pretty cool. Pretty cool. Move the boards. Move those, turn the heater back on. Yeah, I got electrical down in this box too, which is really cool. So I run a little barn heater, basically 24/7. Yeah, 500 likes. So that's just a little heater that I run. Keep the hydraulic hoses warm, so it's not too much, or it's not too cold, the machine that is. So, all right. Yep. Oh, he left? Huh. Oops, didn't even see that. Show you guys how tough it is to close the container. Hey, there we go. This is not a very delicate thing here, so it's hard to close. Lock it up. Thank you, Jeremy. Have a good one. Thanks for sticking around. Really appreciate it. 2 days in a row. It's pretty cool. I'll see you in the next one. Just didn't say anything. Got it. Well, I appreciate you, not enough. You hear a lot. Appreciate it. All right, let me think. Cool. I think we're done for the day. Yeah. I'm trying to think if I have to do anything else. Yeah, I think that's it. Cool. It's kind of cool to have, after all these streams, just have 200 or 300 of you just sticking around. That's pretty cool. I enjoy your company. Hopefully you enjoy mine. Ooh, my tripod's out there. I'll get it on the way down. But yeah, we're making huge strides, not only as a YouTube channel, but my business as well. We're doing really, really good right now. We're on the way up, that's for sure. That is for sure. Well, alrighty guys. I gotta go to Grandma's house. That's what I got to do. So, man is driving. I'm just backing up in my driveway. God bless you too. Splitter bit ya. See you later, Jim. Thanks for sticking around, Jeremy. I hope you're not too hurt. Not enough. It's not a good time of year to be out of the Firewood game, that's for sure. Hopefully you're not hurt. That'll be bad. Tell me what splitter you got? Not enough. Tell me that, and then I'll end the stream. I'm curious. I'm just curious. Yeah, I delivered a face cord of mixed hardwoods this morning. And that was the last hardwoods I'm going to sell this winter season. Because obviously I'm processing more right now, so it's not seasoned. Oh, dude, what? Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully you have somebody around you that can help you with the wood then. And that sucks, man. My buddy was helping me out one day when I had my Champion 27 ton. That was all I had. I had 2 of them. Wolfridge, that's a nice one. Looking to get the Wolfenstein. I haven't seen that one. I'll look it up. But yeah, similar to that about your finger, my buddy was helping me. And I had 2 Champion 27 tons. And we're both splitting at the same time. I had my back turned to him. I don't know why I did that. I should have been watching him the whole time. Because, you know, when these guys help me, they're not wood guys. You know, they're my friends that go to Michigan State University. And they need a little bit of extra cash when they're down here. So they come and work for me. But he was splitting. And same thing happened to him. Same thing. He got his finger stuck behind the... Who's Ross? Ross's. Who's that? Not enough. Russ. Okay. Oh, really? So you're out there. That's really cool. There you go. You got him then. Good for you. Pretty good guy to have around you. But yeah, he got his finger stuck behind the piece of wood and in between the metal plate at the back. And totally just, he fractured it. Not broke, he fractured it and did all this stuff. So all of a sudden I get a tap on my shoulder and I turn around and he's like holding his finger and he says, "It's bad." And I'm like, oh God. So we ran up to the house and I got him all cleaned off and disinfected and stuff like that. And then, you know, we're done for the day. But he's safe to say he's not going to come help me out anymore. And I prefer it that way. But Russ is coming out to you. That's really cool. Really, really cool. I'm going to try to make it out to like the Wood for Warriors and stuff like that next year when it's nicer weather out. So hopefully bring my 10 to 15 miles. Dude, that's awesome. I say that as if I want to live close to him, but then I don't because he would probably sell more wood than me. So I'm pretty dominant in my location right now. So I like it. And it's my first year. I've done over 200 deliveries. So we're going to keep building. That's for sure. My most deliveries in 1 week was 15. I did 15 deliveries. It was 3 weeks ago. I did 15 deliveries right before we got hit with snow. Everybody was freaking out. So they were hitting me up. 15. It was nuts. But anyways, guys. Oh, dude. No vehicle. Home with no vehicle. Break your finger. That hurts. And that sucks. 16 stitches in a finger. That's a lot. Oh. Well, hopefully you're back to it real soon. That's not fun. But anyways, thanks for sticking around, Not Enough. Appreciate you. Good to see you, as always. Hopefully your finger heals fast. But I'm going to get out of here, all right, guys? Thanks for sticking around. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, all right? Appreciate you guys. Another really good stream today. But yeah, take it easy. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Yeah. God bless. Happy holidays. Stay warm, all right? Thanks for watching.